Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 60 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 30 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 10 seconds.
When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lange. Sponsored by Lange Eye Institute and Fortifeye Vitamins. Dr. Lange is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-969-8600. That's 877-969-8600. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lange.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host as usual, Dr. Michael P. Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortifeye Vitamins, here each and every Saturday morning live to answer any and all questions you may have regarding your vision, eye care, or any nutritionally related topic. For those of you that are new to the program, who's Dr. Lange? Well, I'm a board-certified optometric physician. I'm also a certified nutritional specialist. I've been involved in research and development of nutraceuticals for the eye and the entire body for, getting close to 25 years now. I've been in practice of eye care at the Lange Eye Institute since March 15th of 1993. We're based out of the Villages, Florida. And this show is live. It streams all over the world via just about all social media and a whole network of radio stations. The newest radio station is Nashville, WLAC in Nashville, Tennessee. I want to shout out to all the Nashville, Tennessee listeners. It's one of my favorite towns between New Orleans and Nashville. I don't know which is my favorite. I grew up in New Orleans. I'm a NOLA boy. I'm a coon ass, so I guarantee. I love that food from the NOLA area, but I love the entertainment up in the Nashville area. So anyway, if you got a question, give me a call at 1-877-969-8600. Remember, no matter how simple or complicated the question is, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. It can be a nutritionally related question. It can be about sports nutrition. It can be about your eyes, whether or not you're a candidate for LASIK surgery or you're a better candidate for contact lenses. Maybe you have glaucoma and you want to know some natural ways of treating your glaucoma. Maybe you have macular degeneration. You want to know what foods to eat to help slow it down, what vitamins to take, and what vitamins are actually bad for macular degeneration. So we cover all that on this program. We got an hour. We used to do it for 2 hours, but, it's Saturday. I got to get out to the lake and maybe get out on the wave runner and do something fun today. So one more time, phone lines are open, 1-877-969-8600. Also want to mention my co-host, Dr. Hall. He is an icon in the sports nutrition industry. He's not in the studio with me today, and the reason for that, he is at the Fortifeye Fitness and Performance Labs in Ocala, Florida right now, working on some new formulations. He's working on some really cool new formulations, and we're going to talk about that in a little more detail in just a few minutes. But first of all, I just want to make sure that Doc Hall is on the line. I want to say hello and have Doc Hall just introduce himself to the audience. Morning, Doc.
Good morning, my friend. Happy Saturday to you and our listeners. And, by the way, happy National Hat Day, too.
Yeah, I got a new fedora on. Tammy just bought me a brand new one, and I'm modeling it right now. So, it's got to be National Hat Day someplace in the world, right?
I think it is National Hat Day in Mexico today. And next week, who knows, it could be National Hat Day in Canada, but we're going to carry on with it anyway.
So tell me where you're in the labs this morning. I mean, I'm a slave driver, right? I called you this morning and said, you better get in that lab at 5 a.m., right?
Well, we were talking last night about 9, 10 o'clock at night. People don't believe that sometimes, but you and I are best friends anyway. But we talk a lot of business, and if you find out a little fact about something, you're going to call me, and vice versa. So we talked last night, and I said, I'm on the edge of a couple of things here that you and I both have been working on. I said, I just want to pull this all together so we can get things out there before the holidays, really. And the little incentive, though, that you gave me, and I just realized what happened here. I really do. And I want the listeners to know this, that last night you said, Doc, listen, why don't you go in the lab in the morning? You'll feel better with that. You'll get a lot of work done. You'll call in the show. Everything will be fine. And, hey, listen, why don't you knock off in the afternoon and go out to my lake house? And, lay on the beach, take it easy. You deserve it. Go out there, right? And I said, boy, that Dr. Lange, not only is my colleague and my boss, and my good friend, but he's looking out for me. That's really nice. Until I looked at the weather this morning, we got a 90% chance of rain. So thank you for my free beach day, boss.
Yeah, remember the new wave runners are going to be delivered today also, probably about 2 o'clock.
So, I'm going to try to be out there anyway. So rain or shine, it's a wave runner. It's supposed to get wet, so I may go out anyway.
All right, so Doc, we're going to take the first call. Okay, we'll be right back to you in just a few minutes. All right.
You got it. I'm listening in.
All right, let's go to Steve in Bradenton. Steve, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Good morning, sir. How are we doing today?
Fantastic. Good to hear your voice. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to beat Bob. You beat Bob again.
I think the planets are not in alignment today or something. With that hat, you're styling and profiling, walking your walk and talking your talk now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool hat, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I need to get a car to match the hat now. Something, I'll have to figure that out. Maybe it's time for a new car to match the hat.
Get one of those Cobras with the 427 in it.
There you go. So what's going on today, Steve?
My eye question today is, I've been seeing my doctor there for, 5 or 6 years, and only once he's done that circulatory test where they give you the dye and then they look in your eye.
Right.
Is that something that should be done every year, bi-yearly, or?
Yeah, it's called a fluorescein angiogram, and you do those kind of as needed, okay? So if the doctor thinks you have some leakage in the retina and some swelling, then absolutely they'll go ahead and repeat it. But, maybe every few years, maybe every third year. Sometimes they do it every 6 months, and sometimes they do it once in your lifetime. So it's up to the doctor, and it's up to each retinal condition how often you're going to have that fluorescein angiogram done.
Well, so pretty much if you pass that one time, chances are you're not going to fail it the next time, right?
Well, as long as you do the things that we preach on this program, Stephen, and you've been doing that, you've monitored your weight has come down over the years, your blood sugar is normalized. As long as you keep that blood sugar in check, remember, diabetes is the leading cause of blindness in this country, all right? The leading cause of blindness, not vision impairment. And you got to keep that blood sugar under control. If you keep it under control and the good Lord willing, then hopefully you don't get more bleeding and more swelling. You don't need the fluorescein angiogram, and thus you don't need any laser or injections. You know the whole gamut.
Yeah, I know the whole routine. Yeah, last time I was in, he said I had no leakers. It was looking pretty good.
Good. Perfect.
Okay, so my last question, is Arnold going to be there today, you think?
Old Arnold. He probably won't be in for many more moons. He's a friend of Doc Hall, so we'll just have to see down the road when we can get him here again.
Well, you and Doc Hall are the greatest tag team to ever step in the squared circle.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. You have a great one, buddy.
Okay. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
You too. All right, Doc Hall, your head's probably pretty big in that lab right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was going to go over into the other lab room, and I can't get through the door because my head's so big.
So I want to mention Doc Hall is right now at the Fortifeye Performance and Fitness Lab in Ocala, Florida. That's inside the Lange Nutrition Center, right on 3101 Southwest College Road. It's right across the street from the Paddock Mall. Only 2-story building on that street. Doc Hall, why don't you just expand a little bit what you have going on there at the Lange Nutrition Center? When you're there, I mean, you do free nutritional consultations. I know that. And let's talk just briefly for about a minute and a half or so of the new Fortifeye supplements that we're working on.
Well, we have a whole lineup here, and again, to just expand on what you said earlier today, that's why I'm in the lab today. And, our listeners know it by now, and it's certainly our customers and patients know it, that, we don't stand on our laurels of past achievements and like that. We just keep improving and coming up with new ideas and like that. And good ideas, sometimes, it's a flash, but it takes time to research them out. And you and I are just two big research dogs. I mean, we love doing it, and we get it right. But we have a couple of new products coming out totally. We have one that we've been working on now for, probably close to a year. And because, again, we want to get it right. But it's creatine monohydrate. And creatine is a amino acid. It's one of the protein building blocks. And creatine is found in the muscle. And how it works, it recycles the adenosine triphosphate in the system. And that's the energy supply system in the cell, in short. And but creatine's been found to increase strength, increase muscle mass, assist in muscle recovery. It was really isolated and promoted back in the early 90s. And at the time, though, it was not the best thing out there, to be honest with you. There's a lot of water retention with it because of the way it was formulated. It was lumpy and clumpy and bumpy and all that kind of bad stuff, and it tasted horrible. And but it did work. It really did work. But we've refined that down. Ours is actually, I don't want to get too scientific or detailed here, but it's micronized, which means it's milled down to just the finest degree. So there's not too much chance of it lumping up or clumping up in the cup or your shaker and like that. And it's an easy drink. And so we've been working on that, and that's about to be released here probably within the next month or so. Of course, we have our new dark chocolate fudge protein coming out. And I'm telling you, Dr. Lange and I were kind of spoiled a little bit because we've actually been using the formula now for, I don't know, Dr. Lange, 4 or 5 months.
Yep.
And we have our own little stash off to the side that we use until it gets produced. And it is fantastic. Without bragging about it, but of course I'm going to. It's the best tasting protein I've ever had in my life, and it mixes up super. And just in a shaker, you don't need a blender for our proteins unless you're going to add some fruit or something to it. But just a regular shaker works fantastic. I mean, it works great. And of course, the other big news. And I'm going to let Dr. Lange run with this because this was his original baby many years ago before I even came along. And I just help improve here and there or whatever I'm needed to do. But our new edition of superfoods is about to come out. And we've added a few new things to it that are really kind of unique to the whole superfood idea. And one is Peak O2. And when we were first talking about that, people thought we were saying Pico, but it's Peak O2, and it's a oxygen uptake type of thing. And I'll let Dr. Lange explain that because that's really his baby, and I'm just a helper on that one. And so, Dr. Lange, I'll let you run with it.
Okay, so the new superfood is going to have enzymes added to it, probiotics added to it, broccoli added to it. All right, and we're also adding the Pico 2 at 6 organic American-grown aptogenic mushrooms, all right, that actually have been shown in clinical studies to enhance performance, all right, to boost energy and endurance, all right, to extend the time to exhaustion. So if you're an athlete or you're just 75 years old and you don't want to get exhausted as quickly, it elevates what we call peak power output, and it's a blend of 6 mushrooms. So we've added the enzymes, we've added the probiotics, I've added more spirulina, more wheatgrass juice. This is all certified organic and gluten-free. It's also FODMAP-free, so that means that people with IBS can take it as well. And we're hoping that at the end of October it's going to be available. So we're going to be out of the superfood. It's called Organic Blue-Green Superfood until the end of the month. Hopefully it'll be available then. Also, the new chocolate fudge will be available soon as well. And that creatine that Doc Hall is talking about is in our Fortifeye Fit. So that's our predominant, our premier workout formula. So if you're a bodybuilder, you're a power lifter, you're a pro athlete, you're a weekend warrior, you're just a 75, 85-year-old athlete, you're in high school, you want to build muscle, endurance, and strength, Fortifeye Fit, F-I-T. It's the ultimate muscle fuel as the tagline for it. And this was developed to be your pre-workout and post-workout supplement. I got to tell you, it works quite well. And Doc Hall was a big help in the development of that formula. It does have the creatine in it. It also has collagen protein, L-glutamine, D-ribose, betaine anhydrose, L-citrulline, cluster dextrin, velocitol, branch-chain amino acids, and asteryl astaxanthin. Now, that doesn't mean a lot to all you listening, but that combination of 10 sports nutrients actually helps you to build muscle, endurance, and strength relatively quickly. We got a lot of world-class athletes taking it, and they swear by it. So, Fortifeye Fit, check it out on the website at fortifeye.com. That's Fortifeye, fortifeye.com. Now, remember, we've got some really good deals on this Fortifeye right now. You can get the bundle, the Fit bundle. It's usually $145. I think it's $99. That's 3 fits and a shaker. Fortifeye Fit bundle, check it out. Or the Performance Stacking bundle. That's where you get the Fit and one of our proteins. You get to pick which one for $55. And that's usually an $85 value as well. So check out the Performance Stacking bundle or the Fit bundle at fortifeye.com. That's Fortifeye. Okay? Let me give you the phone number for Fortifeye Vitamins because, believe it or not, a lot of you listening to our voices on the radio don't have internet access still. So the phone number for Fortifeye Vitamins, you can talk directly to Doc Hall. And remember, he's an icon in the sports nutrition industry and the wellness industry. The phone number for Fortifeye is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. And you can go see Doc Hall at the Lange Nutrition Center in Ocala, right on State Road 200, Monday through Friday. You can call for an appointment. That's ideal. He'll do a free body evaluation to help determine what you need, what nutrients you need, how you can lose weight, how you can build muscle. I mean, this is free. This is most people are charging $1,000 for something like this. The only thing we ask is that you buy your supplements through us at the Lange Nutrition Center. So check Doc Hall out there. And I want to mention, we're going to go to the phones in just a second. Let me give you the phone number. We're going to take a call in just a second. The phone number for all of you out there is 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Remember, the consultation is free. Doc Hall or myself, Dr. Lange. This never replaces a comprehensive medical evaluation or an eye examination. This is for educational purposes only. That's for my attorneys that are listening. They're very happy now that I put that disclaimer in. I also want to mention the Fortifeye Nutrition Center is going to be open hopefully by the end of the month. It's right there in Clearwater, Florida, Bayside Bridge Plaza, McMullen Booth Road. There's a Publix there, and it used to be a total health or total nutrition center, and now it's going to be the Fortifeye Nutrition Center. We're going to have all the Fortifeye line, the Performance line, Paleo Simplified, Douglas Laboratories, Designs for Health, Life Extensions, and a lot of other supplements as well. So it's going to be a state-of-the-art anti-aging wellness nutrition center, Fortifeye Nutrition Center coming to Clearwater, Bayside Bridge Plaza, McMullen Booth Road. All right, let's go to the phones. We have, I think, Maria and Largo on hold. Maria, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Lange. My question is, I had cataract surgery on the 15th of September, and had one of those multifocal lenses put in for one eye, and I'm not really seeing an improvement. It just seems like the near vision, they told me that I wouldn't have to wear glasses, but the near vision is not there. So, I don't know. Can you give me some idea of,
all right, so
is this
it's only
time issue? Or?
It's only been a little over 2 weeks, okay? So you still got to give it more time. And without seeing it, it's hard to say. You could still have some residual inflammation, okay? So at 2 weeks, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot determine what's going on at a 2-week interval for a multifocal lens. It's going to take much longer. Your brain has to adapt to the way this works, but also you're going to need bright light when you're reading. So try reading with bright light and get in for some more follow-up visits with the ophthalmologist that did this and, express your concerns. But you got to give it more time. Are you using any artificial tears? Because your eyes will be dry after cataract surgery for a few months. So using a good lubricant like Fresh Coat or Oasis Tears Plus, those are some that we sell on our website at fortifeye.com. Those are the best. If you can't find them through your doctor, you can get them on the website. But I would use some lubricating eye drops frequently because they're definitely going to be dry. If your corneas are dry, the multifocal implant won't work as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm still on those drops that they give you after the surgery.
Right.
So
you'll probably be on those. Yeah, you'll probably be on those for up to a month. And some of those drops has some preservatives in it that can actually aggravate the epithelium of the cornea, decreasing the optics of the eye. So that could be one of the problems as well. And that's why I would probably add some artificial tears, not at the same time as you put those in, but, maybe an hour after you instill the medication, use a good lubricating eye drop, okay? And then keep me posted.
Yeah.
A couple of 2-3 weeks down the road, call us and let us know if you're doing better.
Well, Dr. Lange, my concern is the other eye now, because that's coming up. Basically, I'm wondering if I could just do the regular eye surgery for farsightedness,
right?
Not the multifocal.
Yeah, I would
is that an issue?
I would be apprehensive about putting a multifocal in the other eye if this one isn't working at all, okay? Now, multifocals, you got to remember, we're always made to work in tandem together. So you will do better if the multifocal is in the other eye, but they're expensive. So first, give it a little longer. If they say we're ready for surgery next week and you're not ready, just say cancel it, all right? It's nothing wrong with holding off another few weeks. Just see if that eye starts to adapt and you start to improve. If you do, then go for a multifocal in the other eye. If you don't, then you might want to just maximize your distance vision in that eye, and then you might wear reading glasses.
Yeah. Now, is there a supplement that would help with the healing of this particular eye that would improve?
Yes, there is, absolutely. There's a supplement I developed called Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. And it's on the Fortifeye website, and it's a combination of omega-3, lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, and black currant seed oil that's very high in something called GLA. This combination of these 3 supplements in one box, actually, I'm holding up on social media for people to see, can help the dryness, and it can help inflammation, all right? So it's nutritional support for dry eye, for digital eye strain, and I recommend this to everybody after cataract surgery, and the main reason is the Fortifeye Focus that's in there. The Fortifeye Focus increases macular pigment density, and that filters out the harmful blue light that those implants will not filter out. So not only is it going to help dry eye, but it's going to help protect your eye against blue light damage, which is actually can accelerate macular degeneration after cataract surgery. So at a minimum, take 1 Fortifeye Focus a day, but the combination right after cataract surgery of the Focus, the omega-3, and the black currant seed oil works really well together at helping the eye heal a little bit faster. It really does.
And it's called what again? What did you say?
All right, so Fortifeye is my company. Fortifeye is Fortifeye. It's Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Lange.
All right, and you hang in there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye. All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctors. I'm Dr. Michael Lange with my co-host, Dr. Richard Hall, or Doc Hall, better known. That's what he goes by in the industry. And phone lines are open, 1-877-969-8600. We're broadcasting right now from the Keys up to Nashville, Tennessee, everywhere in between. So if you have a question, once again, give me a call, 1-877-969-8600. If you're an athlete and you want to know what to do to build muscle or lose fat, build endurance, I mean, once again, an icon in the sports nutrition industry is on the phone with me, and that's Doc Hall. Give us a call. One more time, phone lines are 1-877-969-8600. Now, this show is run twice in Nashville, Tennessee. It's from 7 to 9 for 2 hours in Nashville. Tomorrow in Sarasota, Florida, you can pick it up again at 11 to 12 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Later on today, you'll pick this up probably around 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock after the game. They're going to run this show, and then again tomorrow on 8:60 a.m. at noon. So this show is all over the place for Saturday and Sunday, and we're on almost the entire AM dial in the Tampa Bay area and the FM dial this morning. So we're broadcasting from Salem Media here in beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida. All right, let's see. It's back to school, all right? And all the kids are back in school. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of viruses going around, and not the virus you're thinking of. There's a lot of flu symptoms. There's a lot of viral things affecting the eye, a.k.a. pink eye, all right? So there's really three types of pink eye. There's bacterial conjunctivitis, viral conjunctivitis, and allergic conjunctivitis. We're going to go over this really quick in 1 minute, and then we're going to go to the phones. So allergic conjunctivitis is when your eye gets really itchy, all right? It's allergies, all right? Pollen, dust, dander, your wife. I'm just kidding, your husband. All right, so your eyes get really swollen. They itch profusely. So what do? Cold compress, artificial tears, over-the-counter, something called Pataday, once a day, or Zaditor, twice a day. So you see, you might be able to avoid going to the eye doctor. Now, if you try this and it doesn't get better, obviously go see your optometrist, your ophthalmologist. Now, viral conjunctivitis is what goes around in the schools. You know, your kids come home with pink eye, basically. It's epidemic. It's called EKG, epidemic keratoconjunctivitis, okay? And this is the type that's very contagious. Usually it's followed by a sore throat, swollen glands. For this, cold compresses also, artificial tears. Give it some time. If it doesn't get better, go in to see the doctor. The doctor might prescribe a steroid drop or something to help with the symptomology. And then bacterial. Bacterial is probably one of the rarer forms. But when you have a red eye and you go to the urgent care center, the emergency room, they give you an antibiotic, don't they? Well, and it got better. Well, it was going to get better anyway, all right? Because most of the time it's viral or allergic and it's not bacterial. If it's bacterial, you're going to know. It's green, it's thick, it's matted shut, and a lot of times if it's oozing in your eye, it's oozing down below too, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of times there's a sexually transmitted disease affiliated with it, whether it's chlamydia or gonorrhea. So bacterial, you got to treat very aggressively with topical antibiotics and oral antibiotics. So there you have it. Three types of pink eye: viral, allergic, and bacterial. We're going to talk about the one emergency that you have in your eyes that you bypass the eye doctor and you go straight to the emergency room. But we're going to talk about that a little later. First of all, we're going back to the phones. Let's go Skipper in Gainesville, Florida. Good morning.
Hey, Doug. Good morning. How are y'all?
Fabulous.
I was calling to find out. I'm a 60-year-old. Always been in pretty good shape, around 200, 205, something like that. I'm 6 foot, and but I haven't worked out, hadn't done anything except maybe mow the grass and do some work around the house. But I'm seeing that when I turn 56, 57, little things get sore all of a sudden, and going out there doing it, do a little bit of extra work on the side, gets a little, makes my muscle and everything get sore. And I want to get back in shape a little bit, want to trim up a little bit, put on a little muscle. What's the best thing for that?
Well, I'm glad you called. I'm going to expand on this, and Dr. Hall is going to add to it. And welcome to the club. I'm 59, same size, all right? And, we're trying to slow down that aging. I'm looking for that fountain of youth, and I've been working on this for 20 years. And I got to tell you, I'm holding up on social media right now this product called Fortifeye Fit. And I'm going to brag about it because it works. My strength has gone up to that where I was when I was 25, and I'm 59 now. All right, and it took about almost a year. I started taking this in November, so a little less than a year. So Fortifeye Fit, Doc Hall and I have taken all the nutrients that have been shown in clinical studies to be effective at building muscle, endurance, and strength, okay, at any age, without any negative side effects. You use one scoop about 20 to 30 minutes before you work out because you want to start going to the gym now, okay? And so you drink it down before you work out, and then you take one scoop and you add our protein, any of our proteins, our super protein or our whey protein grass-fed isolate, one scoop after you work out, okay? And that's called the Fortifeye Performance Stacking Bundle. So you can buy that on the website right now. It's only $55, and that gives you both the fit and the protein. So remember, fit before you work out and after you work out, but you add the protein after you work out. You may want to include one of those new Fortifeye Fit shakers we have. It's a dual-sided shaker. That way you can put it on both sides when you go to the gym. Now, you don't have to go to the gym. You can work out at your house. You can do calisthenics. You can do chin-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and working out in the yard. But if you add this, even working out in the yard, it's going to help build the muscle. Remember, increase endurance and strength. And this is my New Orleans coon-ass accent coming out. I guarantee. And if it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back. And who is going to do that? So I want you to look it up on Fortifeye.com. Go to the website. Look at Fortifeye Fit. Read up on it. Look at all the science. I've included all the studies on there. And what we've done, we've taken the exact ratios that were in the studies in this, and there's no way you could put this together. If you went to one of the local health food stores, you'd be well over $200, and you wouldn't be able to get all the nutrients in this. So I'm going to let Doc Hall now, because he's an icon in this industry. I'm going to let him chime in.
Skipper, I really concur with Dr. Lange on all of this, and I want to add just a couple little things to it. I'm known as a recovery specialist in the field, and what that means is after exercise or strenuous activity and like that, how does the body recover? And Dr. Lange and I did a very exhaustive research study for better part of a year, and just on recovery and why and how and if and all those kind of things. And we found out that about 70 to 80% of all people do not recover properly. And when you ask them, well, how do you recover after exercise and like that, they say, well, I drink a bottle of water and, well, okay, and what else? And they don't do anything else. But your body is in need of nutrients at that time. You need protein. You have to recover properly. And if you don't, then you're going to experience, Skipper, those aches and pains that you mentioned earlier. You know, you're tired and the muscles ache and this and that and the joints ache and like that. Well, you haven't recovered properly. And so you have to do that. And keep in mind, too, because I keep a journal. I can look back over my 30 years of training. I can look back 10 years ago and see what I was doing. And it's kind of nice to do that, to see how things have changed. But in my journals now, I list things like mowing the lawn as part of my exercise regimen. Now, it takes me about an hour and a half. I have a push mower, and it takes me about an hour and a half to mow my lawn. And it's honestly, I mean, it's go, go, go. Once I start, I don't stop. And my electrolytes are down. My nutrients are down. I definitely have to rehydrate. And like that, that's the simple part. But your body needs some protein after that. And that's why our Fit formula comes in and our protein formula come in. They are ideal for this. And I promise you, if once you get in the habit of doing this, buy our shaker, put that shaker in use there, and it's the easiest thing to do. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and those joints and muscle aches and pains, those things are going to kind of be a thing of the past because you've recovered properly.
Well, that's great help. I certainly appreciate that. One other question, if you don't mind. Is there any place you could put like different age group things on your website? And with this protein and the Fortifeye, what about vitamins and minerals and stuff like that you just need to supplement your daily living?
Yep. The first part of your question, we're actually in the process of putting something like that. We're working on it right now, kind of an age-adjusted chart. What I would recommend for you also, there's a multivitamin I vitamin I developed called Fortifeye Complete. And at your size and age, you take 2 a day. It's made to take 2 a day. So Fortifeye Complete is a combination of all the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, and whole food extracts that I've worked on. And I changed this formula 14 times in the last 15 years. So I started developing it for macular degeneration, and we started seeing people becoming healthier, blood chemistry starting to improve. So that kind of covers all your bases, all right? So Fortifeye Complete multivitamin. It's called Fortifeye Complete Advanced Nutrition. Then also Google the Lange Survival Diet, Skipper. So Lange Survival Diet, I developed this diet so we have a diet as we age, but at any age, that will help decrease the chance of us getting a lot of these health issues that we get that can be related to the foods that we're consuming. So the Lange Survival Diet is not only mostly organic, it's gluten-free, it's FODMAP-free. It doesn't have any of the dietary phytic acid that blocks the absorption of antioxidants. It doesn't have the lectins. It doesn't have the oxalates in it. I researched this for a long time. And it helps you get to your ideal body weight, but the main thing, it keeps you healthier throughout the years. So try to implement some of the Lange Survival Diet into your daily activity. Now, every meal doesn't have to be on that. But if you do 75% of your meals on the Lange Survival Diet, you're going to thank me. And think about the Fortifeye Complete and the Fortifeye Performance Bundle and start working out a little bit more. And then you give us some feedback in a month or two and let Doc Hall and I know how you're doing.
I will. Thank you very much. You had me right up until when you said diet. But I'll try that. I'll see what we can do. And thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
All right. Take care, Skipper.
Dr. Lange?
Yes.
I just want to expand a little bit just on, and this ties right in with what you said to Skipper. This was actually going to be my nutrition tip of the day. But you and I hear this every single day that folks can't take vitamins because they upset their stomach. And there's a couple of simple reasons for that. And usually people get up in the morning and they have a multi-dose of vitamins, of capsules and tablets and like that, and they just throw them down and drink them with water, or worse yet, orange juice or some kind of a citric juice like that with nothing else on the stomach. Well, of course, that is going to upset the stomach in most instances because these are super nutrients in there. They're compact nutrients, and there's nothing to absorb them. So it's sitting in the stomach and trying to dissolve and get put out into the system and assimilated in, and it's not going to happen right away. They sit, and then all you have in there to break those down is orange juice and acid from the orange juice. So that doesn't work too well. And so what we always suggest, of course, is take them with solid food, some kind. If you're going to take them in the morning, take them with breakfast, not just a liquid. And the important thing that I always tell patients and customers and like that, if you're going to take a multi-dose of a vitamin, say our omega-3s, you're going to take two of those a day. Well, don't take them both at the same time.
Right.
Break those up, and you're going to get much better coverage throughout the day and through the evening. And that goes with just about anything like that. Break them up if you can.
Absolutely.
I know it's too hard sometimes to take them in the morning and come back and take them in the afternoon, but honestly, you'll get a better bang for your buck that way, and it's going to be easier on your system.
Thank you, Doc Hall. We're going back to the phones because Rob's probably snoozing. He's been waiting a while. Rob in St. Pete, good morning. Hey, Rob.
So I had a question. I feel like I get pink eye a little bit more than most people.
Right.
I don't really know why. I wash my hands just as much as I feel like everybody else does. I'm just not quite too sure on why.
All right. What are your symptoms? Tell me your symptoms when you get this pink eye.
Well, a lot of times I'll wake up with a swollen eye, a lot of droopy, what is that stuff that comes out? It's
gunk.
A lot of fluid that comes out.
Right.
Yeah, and then it'll sometimes it takes a while to you got to rinse it out a whole lot because it's swollen shut, and
right.
I don't really understand why.
All right, so it sounds to me, and without seeing you, I can't tell you definitively, but it sounds to me like you have a condition called blepharitis, possibly. Blepharitis is when you have bacterial buildup on your eyelashes, okay? And that bacterial buildup, actually, this bacteria, when you're sleeping at night, crawls into your eyes, okay? And it crawls into the glands, and they lay eggs, and then it secretes this kind of toxin that can cause your eyes to be crusted and matted shut in the morning. So what you can do, I want you to try this, and then you're going to let me know if it works. I want you to do a hot compress a couple of times a day, just a hot washcloth, maybe at 12 noon and then right before you go to bed. Hot compress, and then clean your eyelashes really good right before you go to bed. Really, really good. And you can go to our website at fortifeye.com and you can buy something called OcuSoft Foam or Clearadex, either one. Clearadex is much more potent than the OcuSoft Foam, but the OcuSoft Foam, you might want to try that first. And you scrub your eyelashes really good with that right before you go to bed. Clean them really good, dry them really good, and then go to bed. If we clean the eyelashes before we go to bed, then oftentimes these issues that you're having aren't going to be a problem. We're notorious. We wash our hair, we wash under our arms, we brush our teeth, but who really cleans their eyelashes? Nobody scrubs their eyelashes. And the eyelashes are one of the dirtiest parts of your body, believe it or not, because this is God's way of protecting your eyes. So all the airborne antigens and viruses and bacteria and, believe it or not, mites can accumulate on these eyelashes, and they crawl into the meibomian glands where it's a perfect area for them to lay eggs and multiply. So you're going to try hot compresses a couple of times a day, lid scrubs right before you go to bed with either baby shampoo or, better yet, get the OcuSoft Foam on the website at fortifeye.com. And then if it's not getting any better, obviously see your local optometrist or ophthalmologist. But I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to do a lot better. And the last piece of this puzzle is those glands get clogged as we mature. And simply by eating more fish, good fish like wild salmon and sardines, or taking our Fortifeye Super Omega or our Super Omega Max once or twice a day can help keep those glands open. So in a nutshell, hot compresses, clean them, nutrify them with omega-3. How's that sound?
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your advice.
All right.
Well, I'll have to do that. Thank you.
And then keep us posted.
Oh yeah. I'll give you all a call back. Uh-huh.
All right, Rob. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctor, 1-877-969-8600 with my co-host, Doc Hall. Let's go back to, wow, it looks like we got a pretty famous dude on line one. Let's see. Kevin from Fitness Trends. Kevin, good morning. How are you?
Doctor, how are you, buddy? It's been a while. You doing okay?
I am doing okay. How are you doing?
You look good, buddy. I'm doing just fine. I saw you on Facebook, and I thought I'd give you a call. Had a little difficult time getting the new number there, but we got it, and they were nice enough to get it to me from the other station. So everything going well for you?
All going well. I think you saw on Facebook we're opening that new nutrition center, the Fortifeye Nutrition Center in Clearwater, sometime this month.
Right. I realized that they made a little hiccup on that and thought it was open already. I was going to
Right.
go over and see you. But looking forward to seeing the new store. Congratulations on that, buddy.
And, I just got to give a shout-out for you. Fitness Trends is Kevin Donofrio. He's, an ex-world champion wrestler. So I'm bragging a little bit about you, Kevin. And he has, I got to tell you, the most amazing place, Fitness Trends. People, you got to go check this place out. I've never seen anything like it. It's like 10 billion square feet. It's huge. He's got every piece of equipment known to man. You got new equipment, used equipment, refurbished equipment. He put my gym in my home. It's a state-of-the-art gym. He's going to do my lake home, hopefully in the near future. And, this whole show is about staying in shape. So not only do we need to eat the right nutrients, take the right supplements, you got to work out. And, right now with this crazy times that we're in, what better way than just put some equipment in your house, right? Right, Kevin?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've just been inundated with people who have been saying they're never going back to the gym, and they want to build their home gym. And, you obviously being one of them, wanting that fitness center in your home. So, yeah, we're pretty busy, I'll tell you. That's why I haven't been able to call in. I've been so slam busy. Is Doc Hall on the line with us?
Doc Hall, you there?
Doc, are you out there? I just wanted to say hello. Give him a shout out and tell him I said hello. And we'll get together soon, Doc. We need to do that. We've been promising to do that. So let's get together.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Doc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Doc. How are you? Kevin Donofrio here.
Absolutely. I've been listening. I was trying to break in there. And, Kevin, I tell you, I have to put this out to the listeners, too. I follow everything that you do and there at the shop and everything. And, of course, you and I have that kindred spirit of fitness and even pro wrestling and things like that. And but I tell you, I must say, I receive your ads of new products just about every day. And I'm amazed that the amount of equipment that you have in your shop, the variety that you have in there, the quality is just unbelievable. This isn't the stuff that you're going to buy at the local box store and like that. This is really heavy duty stuff. And I train over at Dr. Lange when I'm in town, and that's the best home gym I've ever been in my life, honestly.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for the plug and the shout out. I just wanted to reach out and say hello to you guys. I haven't spoken to you in a while. Keep up all the good work, Doc. And Doc Hall, good talking with you.
All right, Kevin. Thanks for the call, Kevin.
To you soon, guys.
Take care,
fellas.
And so I gotta endorse Kevin's place. It's called Fitness Trends. So all of you out there that want to work out and you don't have the proper equipment, I mean, this is commercial grade, all right? So it's the stuff you would have in a gym. And you're not going to have to spend an arm and a leg if you buy the refurbished stuff. So Fitness Trends, Google Fitness Trends, and check it out. Kevin's done an amazing thing. I mean, this is the premier fitness reseller, refurbisher, everything from new to used to refurbished. I mean, you got to go by and visit them. I mean, this place is amazing. It's huge. I mean, you could put 10 football fields inside there. All right. We probably have time for another call. You're listening to Ask the Doctors, Doc Hall and Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Institute and Fortifeye Vitamins. Give us a call at 1-877-969-8600. 1-877-969-8600. Remember, back to school, if your child comes home with a red, irritated eye, you can do the things I talked about, but get them to the local optometrist or the local ophthalmologist. And you might want to keep that child home from school for a few days. because of its pink eye and it's a viral form. It can be extremely contagious. I want to talk about a little supplement I'm holding up right here that's probably globally our number one supplement, either omega-3 or this is. It's called Fortifeye Focus Blue Light Defense. Everybody should be on this supplement, whether you're 10 years old or you're 100 years old. Fortifeye Focus is a simple supplement. It's a fish gelatin olive oil delivery system, and it has lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin in it. It helps filter the harmful blue light. That's why it's called Blue Light Defense. So it helps inflammation in the body and the eye. It helps your joint health. It improves circulation to the eye. It's amazing for your skin. I mean, women just tell it minimizes fine lines and wrinkles in the skin. But the main reason, it helps your dry eye. It helps your focusing ability. That's why it's called Fortifeye Focus. I'm 59 years old, and I'm reading this without any reading glasses. I take 2 a day of this, and it does work. It does work. It's called Fortifeye Focus. Look at all the science. We've got 1,000 studies on this underneath Fortifeye Focus at fortifeye.com. So go to fortifeye.com, check out all the science. Just 1 a day, all right? Helps keep the eye doctor away. And use this promo code. I'm going to give you 25% off on this Fortifeye Focus. SHOW25. Use that at checkout. Promo code SHOW25 at fortifeye.com. All right, we're going back to the probably last call of the morning. Mary in Tampa. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. And yourself?
Doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I'm going to make this very quick. So I just finished running 6 miles on Davis Island, coming home, listening to your show, and it's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to take the protein powder from GNC, the collagen powder with some other stuff, a whole bunch of vitamins, and I hear you guys talking about it. So I was wondering, is there an easier way, something that would contain all of it maybe in the same powder, in the same pouch versus taking, 20 vitamins in different powders?
Absolutely. And I don't know if you were listening earlier in the program, Doc Hall and I were both talking about what I'm holding up on social media right now called Fortifeye Fit. And FIT stands for Fortify Intense Training, and on the tagline is the ultimate muscle fuel. And we've got, women, men of all ages on this product. And what we did, we took the latest 10 sports nutrients that are backed by lots of good clinical studies, and we took it in the studied form, the exact form and the exact ratio, and we combined all 10 into Fortifeye Fit. And it's used as a daily pre-workout and post-workout. So you take a scoop before you go out and run, and then you take a scoop right after you run, and it's going to help you build muscle strength and endurance at any age, all right? There really isn't anything like it on the market. And you can use SHOW25 and get 25% off. But the best way to get the deal, if you want to combine our protein with it, so if you really want to ideally get in the best shape, you would combine one of our proteins. We have 2 proteins, an isolate and a concentrate. You can use either one, and you combine it right after you run or right after you work out with the FIT. So you take the FIT beforehand, and then you take the FIT combined with the protein afterwards. And that's called our Fortifeye Performance Stacking Bundle. You just get 2 things, and on the website, it's $55 if you buy the bundle, so it's a pretty good discount. There isn't anything like this on the market. There is nothing like it. We don't use any sucralose, no aspartame, no dyes, no carrageenan. We use organic stevia with a little organic erythritol. We use a special carbohydrate called cluster dextrin that gives you explosive energy and prolonged energy. So it's great for runners, and it's great for working out as well. And the astaxanthin that in it has been shown to help improve muscle endurance and muscle recovery dramatically, not to mention all the other nutrients. So go to the website, fortifeye.com, and look at Fortifeye Fit. Look at all the science behind it, and then look at the performance stacking bundle. I think you'll be really pleased. Doc Hall, you want to chime in?
Absolutely. 2 things, Mary. First, you're going to achieve exactly what you want with that, the simplicity and like an all-in-one type thing. Dr. Lange and I worked on the FIT formula for several years, and about 6 months alone just on the taste. But the 10 ingredients that are in there are just made for pre-workout and post-workout both. And I definitely endorse them. I use them all the time. Dr. Lange used them. His 93-year-old mom and my 93-year-old mom, they both use it. and they love it. I've been in Dr. Lange's gym many a times, and his mom walks in, and she has our shaker, and she's gone and mixed up the Fit formula and comes in. She says she calls it her Fit cocktail. And last week I was talking to my mom right after the radio show, and she said, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here drinking my Fit." And so it's great. And it does work. That's the thing. You're going to save money, and it's simplistic like this, but it does work. And if you have any questions too, you can call me at the office. Be glad to help you, and glad you're out there working out and training, and this is going to help you recover.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care. All right, so the music's on, Doc Hall. I want to thank you for being a co-host once again. I know we had a lot of other people on hold. I'm sorry, guys, we can't take you. Next week we'll be live again. Or you can email me at eyedude92@icloud.com. That's EYEDUDE92@icloud.com. So email me with any questions. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Ask the Doctors this morning. Thanks again, Doc Hall. We're out of here. Have a great day, and God bless America.